just want to be her from your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curve like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go when the rain.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Coming in. Hey, alert. Protein spill. He's checking.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check girls, check. Alert.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll throw it with Rosen. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Travis Kelce, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, let's get this. Go.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Sexton. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Here we go. 50-60 outlaw. Tight dog. X3. 218. Chop.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
10-2 stop.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates.
Topper.
Brings up 2nd
Hey,
and 2.
high
At
7.
the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Back to throw. Sexton. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Airing one out for Boyd. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Ready?
54.
2nd and 5. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Looking to throw. Sexton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Ready.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Sexton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Rosen off the play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Monday. Switch gears.
On third down, Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Back to Mixon on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Alert. Let's go, baby. Kill. Hug.
Now it's Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Switch. Jim.
On second down, Mixon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Play action here with Rosen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking to throw on second down. Sexton. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Kyle Van Noy. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3rd and 9.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sexton. And this is caught off a deflection. A very solid gain of 27. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, exit. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. No chance. Ready.
From the gun, Sexton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
On the ready. 54 Mike. Check, watch 54. Watch. Hey, team 6. Mike, 54, 6. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down, Sexton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and
10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Browns first down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Stay with your man. 5. Shoot.
On 1st down, Sexton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns have taken the lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Browns 14, Bengals 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, echo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being... tackle.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 54. Watch the run. Check that. You draw quarters. Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, Sexton. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down and inches. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Sexton. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check nickel.
Again, it's Mixon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight, watch left. Hey, 4 down. Joker. Monday. SOS. Hey, quarter.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get him. Protein spill.
They run. Chubb. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At their 40-yard line.
That's good. 180. Mike 40. I got one.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A toss play to Chubb. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Shoot.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on 1st down. Wakefield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. You smoke. You better be afraid of me.
From the gun, Sexton going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. This quarterback now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day.